In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use FL's channel options for editing audio. If you click on an audio clip or an FL sampler channel, for example this kick drum, you'll see a set of pre-computed effects. These are handy tools for making adjustments to audio in real time. Remove DC offset should be used if your waveform appears to be off-center, like so. This issue is fairly uncommon but can be created by faulty hardware or a plugin behaving badly on render. Normalize will increase the volume of the audio until the loudest point is 0 dB, the highest possible without clipping. Reverse simply reverses the entire waveform. I use this all the time for transition effects like cymbal crashes or big hits. Reverse polarity changes the phase of the audio. In theory, this should never be audible. However, it's relevant if you're working with recordings from a live session. For example, when two microphones recording a snare drum are not phase correct, the resulting recordings may have odd dips in frequency response, because one recording is canceling out frequencies in the other recording. By reversing the polarity, or flipping the phase, of one recording, you can eliminate this problem. But just to be clear, this is generally not relevant unless you're layering recordings taken at the same time of the same source. Fade stereo creates a kind of crude panning automation that pans the sample from hard left to right over the course of its length. Not terribly useful. Swap stereo flips the right and left stereo channels. Of course, it won't do anything with a mono sound. The knob labeled in will fade in the start of the audio, while out fades out the end. This could be easily done with automation clips, but if you're working with single drums, it can be faster to do it here as opposed to creating lots and lots of automation clips in your playlist. Pogo applies pitch bending to the sample, again as if the pitch were being automated. This is nice for creating variations of drum sounds and effects. CRF is short for crossfade loop, which will loop the sound as long as you hold a note. Trim will automatically trim out silence from the sound. This is nice if you're working with audio that hasn't been properly edited, or to tighten up the tail of kick and snare sounds. All pre-computed effects are non-destructive, which means that they don't affect the audio file on your hard drive, so experiment away.